in the neighborhood, that's me.
His pickup line is not so great. I'll run past his house and he'll be like, yeah, girl, you keep that tight. That looks good. Keep that tight.
That's not a player. That's a pervert.
Next on Judge Mathis. And now, enter the courtroom of Judge Mathis. Plaintiff Tiffany White has been friends with the defendant for years, and she often sees him flirting with women. Tiffany claims the defendant's 130-pound dog was off of his leash, and he attacked her 12-pound, 11-year-old dog. Defendant Owen Wilson admits that he doesn't have a lot of money, but says he is all personality. And that's how he was able to get his 28-year-old girlfriend. Owen insists his dog was on a leash on the day in question, and he denies that the attack ever took place.
Start with you.
Thank you for hearing my case. I've known Mr. Wilson and his family, who I call Bo, for about 20 years. We've been friends and neighbors. What I understand about Mr. Wilson is that he attracts a lot of ladies, a lot of beautiful ladies. But for me, his pickup line is not so great. So, for example, I'll run past his house. I'm working out, and he'll come out, and he'll be like, yeah, girl, you keep that tight. That looks good. Keep that tight.
That's not a player or whatever. That's a pervert. Go ahead.
So, but, you know, that's fine. Maybe that works for some people, and he's not a bad-looking guy. Keeps himself together. He keeps himself tight. That's right. That's right. And he's got a lot of energy, so that's fine for some. Probably.
How you know how much energy he has?
He's got. You'll see, he's got a lot of energy.
Okay. So, let me hear from you. You want to give me some background?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Yes. I've known Tiffany White for about 20 years. Tiffany's a type female. Yeah, she does run past my house. You see her, you know, she runs past for a little poodle, doing her little thing, I'm the type guy. I manicure my yard. I'm outside doing my yard a lot, so I do see a lot that goes on. I mean, I'm sort of like known as the guy in the neighborhood who I throw a lot of parties. I'm known as the Bigdaddy Bo. They call me the Bigdaddy Bo in the neighborhood, I mean, the little guy that does a lot of things, you know what I mean? But to make a long story short,
you said you're a womanizer.
Nothing of the sort. This is my woman right here. As you see, I mean, she's about she kind of indicated that I'm a womanizer, but you got to know she's about 43, 45. My girl's 28. Okay, that's how I roll. So now, and I'm a little older myself. So to make a long story short, I don't have a lot of money. I'm known for personality, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so, when it comes to knowing all the pretty women in the neighborhood, that's me. That's how I roll. I mean, it's me. I like women.
Go ahead, sir.
We fraternize. We go way back. I mean, I throw parties, like I said. She's normally the first person at the party. I mean, she walk in, like a sister to me.
What happened this time that caused you to sue him?
I want to get to the party and leave.
All right.
Because it's going to be like that.
What happened? What vet bills are you suing him for?
I'm suing for the vet bills that his dog caused. His dog bit my dog, and he caused damage to the dog. My dog is 11 years old. He's about 12-pound miniature poodle. And as I walked the dog up the street, I saw Bo coming down the street, running down the street, no shirt on, and with his dog, no leash. Now, his dog is a Boerboel, which is at least a 100-pound dog, about a 100-pound dog. That's just an example of a dog. It's an African Mastiff. And I saw them coming towards us, and his dog seemed to be a little bit in attack mode. So I went to pick my dog up, and as I picked him up, I felt his dog make contact with my dog. I put him down, I checked him out, and I didn't see anything, and we kept on going. About 5 hours later, as my dog tried to get up on my lap, I went to pick him up, and he screamed, and I was like, his dog bit my dog. So I put him down.
You didn't see the bite?
I didn't see the bite when it happened. I gave him a cursory look because he didn't cry.
The dog never cried?
He didn't. He cried.
Didn't whimper?
Probably because he was confused.
For 5 hours?
The vet said he's not a punk, so he's not.
That's why. So he turned
so he doesn't complain.
He turned into a punk 5 hours later.
When I picked him up,
You
he
looked at
cried.
the dog after the dog. You looked at the dog after the dog made contact with a vicious dog who had bitten him. You looked at the dog, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with the dog. Then, 5 hours later, suddenly you see something wrong with the dog. Why didn't the dog act as if he was injured for those first 5 hours? Because he's not a punk.
Yes.
Anything else you want me to know?
I think it's not that there
All
wasn't
right, let me
anything
listen to
wrong.
him.
Yes,
Go ahead, sir. Go
On that evening,
ahead.
about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I was running down the street with my dog Boy with my shirt off, as she said. You know, that's me. You know, she happened to be coming out, and I saw her. So she's a friend of mine. So the dogs approached each other. They began doing dog things. Frolicking. Whatever. She's like, "Get your dog." I'm like, "Okay, Boy, sit." Boy sat. Okay.
Was your dog on a leash?
Yes, sir. Yes, he was. Yes, sir. As the dog
Did you
sat,
say he was not, ma'am?
No, Your Honor, it was not on a leash.
Okay, go ahead.
He sat, as he sat, she picked her dog up, put her dog in her arms. Okay, we began talking. In fact, we talked probably about, say 20 minutes. The dog didn't yelp at all. Judge, this is my dog's teeth. A picture of my dog's teeth. Okay.
Let me see it, please.
All right. That's a picture of my dog's teeth. His teeth are about half as long as my finger. Okay. This dog is 130
What's your point?
pounds. He's 130 pounds.
Oh, that if the dog
Yeah,
had been her dog, the little dog would have been.
Going crazy.
You're right.
Your Honor.
You're right.
Also, I have pictures of my dog at the dog park with small dogs like hers. Here's a picture of my dog with my son and other dogs. My dog's not a violent dog, sir. This dog these dogs are known to take down lions in herds, okay? If you got a dog like that, you really have to have him well trained and mannered, I don't understand how she could say anything about Boy like that, considering the fact that we're friends. If you needed something, all you had to do was knock on my door and say you need it, You came to Bigdaddy Bo because you didn't have no flow. That's just what it was,
There's more Judge Mathis after this.
But he says pretty much you're smiling in his face all the time, trying to take his place. You're backstabbing.
And coming up,
I received this letter the following couple of days after that, and I read it, and it just sounded premeditated and totally fictitious. I was like, there's no way.
So you're trying to say this woman made up the whole incident?
Yeah, she got them. In this thing, she says, I need my come on, Bo, I got to pay my mortgage. I ain't got nothing to do with her mortgage.
Contact with a vicious dog who had bitten him. You looked at the dog, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with the dog. Then, 5 hours later, suddenly you see something wrong with the dog. Why didn't the dog act as if he was injured for those first 5 hours? Because he's not a punk.
Yes.
defendant Owen Wilson is being sued because the plaintiff claims Owen's 130-pound dog attacked her dog. But Owen insists the attack never occurred.
Was it 5 hours later that she contacted?
5 hours later, I get a call, my dog is injured, this, that, I said,
what type of injury did she describe?
She said that my dog had bitten her dog.
Did she describe where?
On the side. So I said to her, well, look, if my dog bit your dog, being the brother that I am to her, I got that. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of you.
Your Honor, he said that dog didn't bite that dog.
Okay. Well, Your Honor, I received, after I told her that, I received this letter the following couple of days after that, and I read it, and it just sounded premeditated and totally fictitious. I was like, there's no way.
So you're trying to say this woman made up the whole incident?
Yeah, she got them. In this thing, she says, I need my come on, Bo, I got to pay my mortgage. I ain't got nothing to do with her mortgage.
You have that?
I got it, yes.
Do you have that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That was my mortgage money. Come on now.
Oh, well, that's understandable. If she had to pay a vet bill, that might have been her mortgage money. That's an unexpected expenditure. Ma'am, you have a picture of the dog?
I do. I have two. I have
and
a
the bite? Mm-hmm.
The bite wound, and none of that's true, Your Honor. His dog bit my dog. He was the only dog around. I called him that night. he said, call me in the morning. I did call him in the morning. He said, that dog didn't bite that dog. And I gave him the bills, and the purpose of the demand letter was to preserve my claim. Let him know, this is what you said, this is what I said, this is when I called you. I have a text message from him that said he would holler at me when he got some money. He did not, his dog was not leashed. So,
you have the text message you're referring to?
Here.
Your Honor,
And the vet bill?
Your Honor, she stated that I called her. I said, well, look, if my dog bit your dog, can I come see the dog?
And
she said, She says, Mr. Didi doesn't want to see anybody.
Oh, that's crap.
Mr. Didi doesn't want to see anybody. I'm like,
This is what I have for that story.
Then she says,
this is what I have for that story.
And I called the vet. So I called the vet, and the vet tells me, we can't disclose. She says, yes, you can call the vet. The vet says we can't disclose any information pertaining her dog.
I authorized the vet to talk to him. I invited him to visit the vet with me. He's 5 minutes. I said, you haven't made any kind of arrangement with the dog whatsoever.
Sir,
she would not answer my phone
What
call.
did you mean in the text when you say, I'll holler when I get some money?
Yes, okay. That was the evening she called me.
Why are you mocking his language? No. I'm not going to allow you to do that. Your claim is dismissed for contempt. I'm not going to allow anybody to come here and mock somebody because of a stutter? No. Your claim is dismissed. Goodbye. I feel, Tiffany, that this should not bring anything between me and you, because I still love you.
You don't have to pay, Bo.
No,
and I don't believe you told those lies. And
well, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. You know, I mean,
no, that doesn't make any sense. Your dog bit mine when you don't have a leash on your dog. You weren't even there. You weren't even there, so don't even.
5 hours later, the dog was.
You know, he should have taken. He just should have taken responsibility when you. That's what happens when you have a dog.
Mr. Didi.
Why are you talking? You weren't even there.
Plaintiff Michael Boyd